Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look again on the euro currency. So it's a really difficult time for trading right now. This actually, markets are too dependent on external factors. It's actually every day we make preparation for that, just watching for this market performance, so on. But occasionally some news could appear and change the situation significantly. Besides, it might be some special efforts of the speculators who are shaking the boat, because formally yesterday there was no reasons actually for such kind of the action, at least on the euro currency. But actually you could see that the initial claims have jumped significantly, even to the 1.5 of the year top, increasing chances of the rising unemployment and starting slowdown on the job market. And that supports markets in the view that Fed probably will take the pause. Additionally, as you know, mostly it's widely expected that European Central Bank in turn will rise the rate. So some traders suggest that already market starts making bet and preparing for the Fed. And this is the rising of the euro currency yesterday that we see is the starting preparation for the Fed meeting on the next week. Because in general, initial claims is very volatile indicator. It's very rare you could see the reaction. Yes, we talked about it and said that it's constantly growing, but somehow it was used as a formal reason for just changing the situation. So based on the current moments, we see that the trend is turned bullish on a daily chart, and that's why currently we are not considering new shorts. Just because based on the consolidation that we discussed yesterday, it's a triangle pennant consolidation. So market has chosen the upward direction. And here we're just considering a few targets that might be achieved in the upside action. Another reason, especially on the gold market, I suspect why the gold actually shows so strong rally yesterday. This is the major reason is that FBI has agreed to provide secret documents concerning the Biden family corruption probes to the Congress, and it already has been investigated and studied, at least initially, and it was really bring a lot of resonance. If you have checked for headlines yesterday, you'll see this is not just some suspicious. This is really very important documents, and well, I would say that chances for some kind of the impeachment, or at least the speeding up of this topic right ahead of the starting of the president's run late in this year. So it's a really big argument, and it might really shake the overall political domestic situation, which is will increase risks and triggers the action on the gold market. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see that our triangle that we discussed yesterday has been broken up, and as we said, it could keep door open both ways. So yesterday we talked about downside butterfly, but after the data has been released, so actually before data was everything great, but here, as you could see what has happened, market has chosen upward action. So here we have a few targets to the upside. Definitely we could say that 108.10 should be touched, because this is OP with this ABCD pattern, and nearest 127 extension of the butterfly. Next destination point is 108.50 approximately. It corresponds to idea of the double repo. So if we still suggest that this is some kind of double repo pattern, its target usually 50% of the whole thrusting action, which is approximately stands around 108.65. So here is on the butterfly we have 108.50, is very close. And finally, XOP is 109. So this more extension upward action. So if you do not have the position, you think about taking a long position on the hourly chart, it makes sense to consider a few levels. 107.50 is first retracement. Next one is 107.30 conference support. These two levels probably should hold as if market intent stands bullish. Since we haven't reached yet the OP, and if retracement happens to the 107.50, this will be most probable area where market could try to reestablish upper directions just because target has not been reached. But if major retracement starts after the OP will be completed, don't forget that this is also daily fib level. It's 108.10, so will be agreement resistance. In this case, retracement probably will be deeper to the conference support. So just watch when the market and how it will perform. So right now, before OP has been reached, 107.50. After OP will be reached, retracement probably will be stronger. So, and also it might be so that this might be some speculative tricks, guys. So market's just initiating some rally, investors are jumping in, then support and demand is throwing away, and rally is very soon and very fast could be reversed. So this is really big tricks, and just to create some visuality of the strong trend, just to deceive the traders and force them to jump in current action, and then just step aside and see when the bears will start pressing them, grabbing the stops. So this also could happen, especially as we are coming to major fundamental events such as the central bank meetings. But let's see what will happen. Currently, I think that we could wait for some pullbacks and see what performance market will show around the support areas.